Hi friends, this is Dainty Tank. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to Please Be Happy. This is part 5 or 6 in our episode count. I'm starting to lose count, but that's okay. Poke Todoroni up right card area, see the rest of it. Well, welcome back to Gay ASMR. Welcome back to Happy Queer Friends. Welcome back to Fox Storytime. We are going right back where we were, which was right after the midnight stroll. There was a whole thing with Leah, who is one of my favorite characters so far. Leah has so much energy, and I love it. I am here for it. And they're so cute. I mean, look at this. Oh my god.
You didn't finish this one.
Nope, did not finish this one. The barista is always right. So, Leah tried to compete with Aspen about this caramel apple latte, which was really, it sounded tasty. So, hopefully, Miho hasn't run Leah off yet. I like Leah a lot. Just so much energy. I like high energy characters. I do. Oh yeah, so last time we had some time to kill, so we got voluntold that we're going to do some tennis with Leah. After a few hours of sitting around at the library, I'm bored enough to take Lena, not Leah, Lena, to take Lena up on her offer to play tennis. The only problem is I forgot to ask her where and when, sometime in the afternoon. Go down to the Bell House, where the employee tells me both Aspen and Lena have left for the day. They give me directions to a place called Hataitai Park, which is where they say Lena mentioned before heading out. I follow their instructions and reach a big open area full of people on bikes, walking, or just sitting on the grass. I wander around looking for any sight of Lena or people playing tennis. Finally, I spot the courts and make my way over. Out of the dozen or so people who are playing, it isn't hard to find Lena when I get there. How do you know tennis? How do you know tennis? And that tennis comes on a court.
Yeah! Nice serve!
Oh. Yeah, positivity. She runs back and forth, leaping and diving to hit the little green ball before it could touch the ground. You don't know the little green ball is named a tennis ball? Although you've been okay with tennis and the court. But just saying, before it can touch the ground, she flaps her wings to keep from falling over when she does. Oh, yeah, the wings! Her partner, a tall boy with antlers on his head, looks exhausted. When he swings his racket, it looks like his arm might fall off at any second. When I get close enough, Lena notices and stops mid-dive.
Miho!
Oh!
You're late!
You're so cute! Oh my god! So cute! Jeez! Oh my god. I'm going to move myself because just look how cute! Ha! Okay, I like Lena. Now that she's distracted, her partner takes the opportunity to hurry away and collapse onto the grass for the rest.
Sorry, I wasn't sure what time I should come by. Or where.
Oh, right. I guess I should have told you. In that case, good guess.
Oh yeah, I should have told you about, everything about how to do this. I don't bother telling her that I got help from one of her coworkers. Lena picks up a racket from nearby and offers it to me.
Ready to play?
Yes.
I guess so. I don't really know the rules though.
It's fine. Me either. Just try to hit the ball, alright?
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. I take my spot on the other side of the net, trying to imitate the way other people are standing.
Alright, here goes.
Lena drops the ball and then knocks it towards me. I watch it carefully, and when it comes close enough, I swing. The ball goes soaring way over her head and falls into the grass out of sight somewhere.
Maybe a little less oomph next time. Let's try it again.
She serves the ball, and this time I just barely hit it over the net. Lena dives for it like before and sends it sailing back to me. The more we play, the easier it gets. Both of us miss the ball and knock it into the net a lot, but it's not too bad. Finally, even Lena gets tired, and we take a break to drink some water.
How long have you played tennis?
Like, today or in my life?
In your life?
Great question. What's my life like? Please tell me, Lena. She thinks about it a bit, scrunching up her nose.
About a week.
I don't know why I was expecting anything else.
Oh, that's it?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, a week.
About half an hour, I guess.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. See? We're both trying new things.
Yes, you are. The whole time we're talking, Lena keeps glancing away from me to watch the other players. I try and figure out what's so interesting, but can't.
Okay, break's over. Let's play some more.
Oh my god. We'll be back on the court and play a little bit longer until the end of the hour. As everyone starts to pack up and leave, I follow Lena, who puts away our equipment.
So, what'd you think? Did you have fun?
It was alright. I wouldn't mind doing it again, but I don't know if I'd want to play all the time.
That's fair.
I can see why some people enjoy it at least.
Good job trying new things. Being outside is nice, and it was a good way to burn off some energy.
That's good. They meet a few times a week if you want to come back.
They meet? They?
Will you be here?
Not sure yet.
Even while cleaning up, she's still distracted by someone or something else. When the other players walk past us on their way out of the park, Lena turns her head to watch one of them.
Ready, because we're planting trees here next time. Really exciting, right? If you want to help out, then come to me after.
Cyrus. I catch a snippet of conversation of a person Lena's watching. A dryad goes by. Lena must hear it too because she instantly closes her eyes and puts her fingers against the sides of her head.
Planting trees. Planting trees.
You're literally just trying anything to get his attention. Is that what's happening here? She repeats the words to herself a few times and then her eyes snap back open.
Okay, got it.
Got what?
What I'm doing next time. I'll have to start studying up tonight so that I'm ready.
Oh.
Okay, if you say so.
Also, it's only been a week and you've got this adorable tennis outfit. I'm pretty lost, but maybe this is just how Lena is.
You should come too, if you're not doing anything. I'll tell Aspen to give you the details.
Sure.
Sure, sounds good.
It sounds like we're following Lena in love. I'm not sure if I want to commit, especially since Lena probably won't even remember me the next time we see each other, but playing tennis wasn't so bad, so I should at least keep my options open.
Good. All right, see you then, Miho.
See ya!
See ya.
Waving goodbye, Lena heads off down one of the paths. Take a different one that leads me out of the park and back to the library for the rest of the day. With a tiny ding! That ding. The toast pops up and I load it onto the plate with the other slices. Bring the dish over to the table.
Thank you, Miho. Go ahead and put it by the butter.
Oops, sorry. Let me get my bag out of your way.
Oh, evening. Once the table is set, oh, breakfast. Oh, okay, so we switched to breakfast. I totally missed that. The table's set, the three of us sit. I've gotten more used to the routine of breakfast and know when to do things like pass the salt or pepper without being asked. Every morning so far, we have the same thing, eggs and toast. But it's a lot tastier than convenience store food, and there are different spreads and fruits to change things up. Plus, that's a really healthy breakfast. Like, good morning protein and carbs to start your day. Heck yeah. Like usual, I'm the first one to finish eating, followed by Aspen, who stretches with a content sigh.
Breakfast was as superb as always. Thank you, Juliet.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, indeed. The two of them saying this is part of the routine, too. Usually Aspen would be getting up right now to leave for work, except this time she doesn't.
Don't you need to go, Aspen?
Is this your way of trying to get rid of me?
No? She peers at me from over the rim of her cup as she sips her coffee.
Nah, I haven't thought about that. I was just wondering.
Thank you, Miho, for not, like, seeing any sort of passive aggressiveness as part of that whole discussion there.
I'm not sure if I should be flattered. Anyway, I'm working a mid-shift today, so I don't have to go in until noon.
Nice.
Will you be writing then?
Yes, I ought to.
Nice.
I'm about halfway through this draft, and I'm trying to finish it by the end of this month, so every minute helps.
Good.
Oh my. Halfway already? That's excellent progress. I look forward to reading it when you're finished.
Oh, so good. Oh, and you're a beta reader. Yay.
Don't give me too much credit, I still have to get there first, and you know how that's gone before.
Oh.
All you can do is keep trying.
All you can do is keep trying, I believe. Oh, Juliet is everything. I love Juliet.
What are you writing?
That's a good question.
A book. I've been working on it for a couple of years now, as long as I've been in Wellington.
Oh.
Whoa, you're only halfway done? How long is it gonna be?
Oh, Miho.
Only halfway! I wish it was as easy as you think it is. It takes time to plan the story and prepare to write, and then, even after the drafting is done, you still have to edit it and fix it. Of course, the more you write, the better you become at it. And so, sometimes you notice flaws in your story that you didn't catch before, so you have to go back or start over.
Oh.
How do you ever get anything done then if you're always getting better? Don't you just have to finish it eventually?
Yes.
Well, like I said, it's not that simple.
Blush. Aspen clears her throat.
Anyway, it's difficult to explain to someone who's never written anything. Believe me, any writer would tell you the same thing.
Okay. Glance over at Juliet, who's intently watching her tea as she stirs it.
And you? Did you end up finding something to fill your time?
You're so nosy, Aspen. Jeez.
Oh, like a hobby. Maybe. I don't know yet.
Well, don't worry about it too much. It's supposed to be fun, not something you have to force yourself to do.
True.
Although I'm hardly one to talk, there are times where I want to do anything except write.
Yeah.
It's okay. At least you have something.
At least you have something.
Julia told me about movies, so I might try watching one of those. Have you ever seen a movie?
Once or twice, I'm sure.
Once or twice, I'm sure.
Actually, Miho, there was something I wanted to ask you.
Yes, Juliet, anything.
What's that?
Well, how would you feel about helping out around the library as a part-time job?
Yes.
I'll pay you for your time, of course. It would give you something to do during the day, and it would be a great help to me.
But, like, okay, hold up. Aspen was sitting there, like, get a job so that way, like, you don't have to freeload off of Juliet. Now Juliet's like, hey, how about let's, like, legally have you take my money instead of me just spending it on you anyway. So, like, no matter what, it's coming from Juliet. And Aspen's, like, totally fine with that one. Just say it. Aspen, double standard.
Really?
But yes, it should definitely happen on this. Yes. I am all for this, yes.
But I thought you didn't need any help running the library.
It's true that I don't need it. The honor system has served me well for the day-to-day services, and I'm kept informed of any troublemakers.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it basically auto-played.
But in addition to the kind assistance from Aspen in the mornings, I also have to reshelve books, maintain the check-in and check-out logs, and more. I don't mind those tasks at all. In fact, I find them rather relaxing. But without them, I'd be able to devote more time to other pursuits. If you're uninterested, you're more than welcome to decline.
That's honestly, yeah, I was about to say, if Juliet had more time, she could do more of like the ancestry, like research and other like hobbies for herself.
You needn't worry about being kicked out or disappointing me. I'm perfectly content either way.
No, thank you. Helping around here doesn't sound bad at all. It doesn't sound very exciting either, but it's not like I found anything else I'd rather do instead. At least it's comfy in the library and super convenient. Because I live here. Having some money again would be nice too. Be even better that there's no one trying to take it back.
Alright, I'll do it.
Nice. Juliet looks a little taken aback.
That was fast. Are you quite sure?
That was fast? If you are Miho, you know how to live in like split-second decisions. So you gauge and then you're like, okay, cool. And then you just make the decision. In like that survival mode that she just came out of, I'm sure she's like, boom, I'm ready. Any decision, I'll make it.
Yeah, I'll try it at least.
Of course. If you find it's not for you, then I won't be upset. Why don't you take the rest of the week for yourself? And you can begin on Monday.
Nice. Thank you for the mini vacay. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Nice. Does she know what day it is?
Excellent. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Two of them chat a little bit longer before Aspen leaves to go write. Juliet goes to bed. I stay mostly quiet, thinking to myself, a job? That's something I never envisioned having. I figured I'd just, keep stilling until what exactly? I'm not too sure. Until I find my person, I guess. That goal has been all I've focused on for my entire life, but now spending time here in Wellington is actually making me plan things out in advance. When I stop and think about the future, it's a lot of emptiness and mystery. It makes me realize just how little I have to fall back on. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. That's why doing all these normal things like getting a job could be good for me. I don't know what might be useful someday. As for my person, I'm always still thinking about them and how I can find them. That part hasn't changed. For now, I'll just go with the flow and see where it takes me. I love that. Ooh, new things. Okay, we have a decision to make with this afternoon. Everything seems to pass time, but there seems to be story elements on the waterfront, which looks to be the happy cheery dude. Or is that the kid? That might be Tommy. But Tommy's at the rainbow, and I like the rainbow. But there's also the botanical garden, but that's gonna spend the afternoon. Let's do a story element in Cupid Street. Feeling like I could use a break, I head down to Cupid Street. While I walk, I count up the bills in my wallet. Aspen was right, having a job is kind of nice. Wait, when did you have money? Wait, what? Having a job? You just got the job. Did we jump ahead? Is there a time skip? At least having money is. I can buy so many snacks and no one can yell at me now. When I get there, I zero in on a convenience store I stole sandwiches from on my first day here. I browse through, grabbing anything that looks good and carrying it up front, where I dump everything onto the counter.
All of these, please.
Are you having a party or something?
Don't judge my habits!
Nope, it's all for me.
The impressed-looking employee fills up a plastic bag with my bounty. Chips, candy,
to
sandwiches.
Find somewhere to enjoy these.
Yes. I don't want to walk all the way back to the library, but all the benches around here are full. Carry my bag up the street and then down another and another. Eventually, I reach a place I've never seen before. A large brick entrance looms over me with a wide open black gate. People are going in and out freely, so it must be okay. It's not breaking and entering if everyone's doing it, right? Right? Yeah. As soon as I step in, I'm surrounded by plants. There's green in every direction. Is this a botanical garden? Yes! I don't want to walk for very long before I find exactly what I'm looking for. A nice, quiet bench in the shade of a couple trees. As I'm walking over, something suddenly flies past my face. Hello, little fabled! At first, I think it's a bird or a piece of cloth caught in the wind, but after a second I realize it's a fabled. One that seems kind of familiar. Is it Gertie? Gertie? It drifts away without stopping and floats in the opposite direction from me. I go and sit down, unwrapping the snack bar that I bought and am taking a big bite. While I'm munching, a bug starts to buzz around my head. I wave it away a few times, but it keeps coming back.
What is it with things getting in my face today?
Aww. No matter how many times I swat at it, the bug does not give up. Finally, I go to knock it away and totally by accident end up catching it in my hand instead. I can feel it buzzing against my palm as it flies around, trying to find a way out. It's not exactly pleasant. I'm not sure what to do with it. If I just toss it in the bushes, it'll come right back.
Can I have that?
Oh, you're cute. Oh, hi, Tommy. A voice from behind almost startles me into letting the bug go. I spin around to come face to face with the fable that flew by a couple minutes ago. Just beneath him is a kid.
Have the bug?
Yeah, it's for my collection.
Your collection. The boy holds up a book with some pictures of other bugs on it.
I've got almost all the bugs on this page. That's the only one left.
Whoa. Suddenly I remember where I've seen him in the fable before. On the pier, hiding from his mom a couple weeks ago. I think his name was Tommy? Took me a bit to recognize him since he wasn't pouting.
Mom won't let me keep bugs because she says they're dirty, but Dad doesn't mind.
Okay.
So can I have it? Please?
He pulls out a little jar from his pockets and opens the lid.
Well, that solves my problem, I guess.
It does. I dump the bug into the jar and Tommy quickly shuts it. Ha!
Thanks. Kirby and I were tracking this one all day.
Good job, Kirby. The fable bops up and down in agreement. At least, I think it's agreement. Oh, hi! Chad. All three of us turn around. The sound of footsteps as someone approaches us. My private spot has been filled up pretty fast.
Hi, bud. You catch anything good yet?
Elijah. Ooh, definitely not a Chad.
Dad! Look what this lady caught!
Tommy runs up and shoves the jar into the man's face. He takes it and inspects the bug inside. This lady. Oh, he's forgotten about Miho.
Oh, looks like a big one. Did you say thank you?
Of course he didn't.
Yeah, Kirby did too.
Oh wait, did he? I didn't pay attention.
Oh, is that what it meant when you bopped up and down?
Both Tommy and his dad stare at me like I've just said something crazy. I take an instinctive step backwards.
You mean that...
You can see Gerby? You mean he's real?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember this from last time. No one except Tommy can see Kirby. Tommy and me, apparently.
Yeah, he's floating right there. He has a purple flower on his head and on his sides.
I point to Kirby. Although the little fable doesn't have a mouth, its eyes crinkle up in a way that makes me think he'd be smiling.
Wow, she can really see him! See, I told you he was real, told you!
Tommy's dad whistles in wonder.
You sure did, kiddo.
Yeah. He turns to me.
Not sure how you did it, but you're the first person I've met who's been able to see Gerby. I've heard lots about him, of course.
Oh.
My name's Elijah, by the way, and I'm a reporter for one of the local papers. Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Oh.
Uh...
Just wanted to eat a snack in peace? No, I'm being asked to do an interview. My discomfort must show because Elijah waves a hand, just like when I was trying to wave the bug away.
It's fine. Forget I asked. Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I'm just not very good at talking to people.
No worries. Thanks for helping Tommy catch that bug, though. Beats me having to do it.
Okay.
Sure. It was kind of an accident, though.
That still doesn't matter. You did help.
Hey, an accident doesn't have to be a bad thing. Me and Tommy should probably be heading out, though, or his mum's gonna be upset with me. Oh, and Gerby.
Oh, now you believe it's real.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, go away, I'm eating my sandwich.
Take care. Say bye, Tommy.
Alright, well that was cute. Elijah takes Tommy's hand and leads him back out the gate, holding Tommy's book in his other hand. Tommy carries the bug in the jar, peeking in to check on it every few steps. Oh, only Gerby stays behind, orbiting around my head a couple times before bouncing up and down. Then he floats off in the same direction as the other two. Aww. I'm finally alone. I sigh with relief. At long last, I enjoy the snacks that I bought earlier, and when the bug shows up and starts flying around me, I just leave it alone. I'm not taking any more chances. I don't blame you. Oh, evening. Once we finish breakfast, morning, Thursday. We have sped through this. Oh my goodness. Once we finished eating breakfast, Juliet drums her fingers on the table, looking thoughtful.
Miho, it occurred to me that perhaps I should give you the proper tour of the library now.
Yeah, maybe.
That way, you have the weekend to get better acquainted with it if you need.
Tour? I think I've seen everything, right?
Pardon. I meant of the books themselves. Where to find each genre and what they are.
That's good. That's very good information if you're gonna work there.
Oh, right. Sure.
I hadn't really thought about the books. To me, they're all the same, but I guess that wouldn't be true for everyone else. Right now, I have the place memorized in the same way you'd memorize a battlefield. What places are out of sight, how to get in and out, and anything else that might be useful. Survival mode. I don't think there are many battles that happen in here, so Juliet's tour would probably be more helpful.
If you'd like, I can show you a couple of my favorite books.
You're very cute, Aspen.
That way, if anyone asks for a recommendation, you could at least make something up.
Nice!
That'd be great.
That's actually very helpful. Anything that makes it easier for me to make things up is fine by me. Three of us head to the entrance.
Let's start with the basics, shall we? As you know, this is the reference desk.
Yes. I didn't know it was called the reference desk, but yes.
It's where books are checked in and out, and where anyone who needs help can find it.
Nice. Please don't have Miho try to do check in and out because Miho can't read.
What kind of help do people ask for?
Usually, they need assistance finding a specific book. Or perhaps they need a recommendation for what to read next, as Aspen mentioned.
Hope they like the same books as her then.
Don't worry, I'll think of some that are more popular.
They're more popular than what you read?
Not my real favorites, which most people would be too bored to finish.
Oh, Aspen has opinions on books. Juliet leads us into the actual rows of shelves. I stare down the books as I pass by, committing as many details to memory as I can. Even if I can't read the words, I can try to remember the colors and shapes and covers.
Over here is the children's section. It's got lots of picture books and beginner reader books.
Nice.
The shelves are shorter too, so that children can reach them more easily.
Nice.
Oh, I've seen some of those around. Are adults allowed to read them too?
Of course. Parents read to their kids quite often.
Some people read them for fun, too.
The picture books are fun.
You gain so much more appreciation for the illustrations once you're older.
We head over to another area.
This is the non-fiction section. It's for books about things that are true, rather than made-up stories.
Yes.
I rarely visit this section, personally.
Aspen has opinions. Opinions. In a shady corner near Aspen's favorite table, Juliet taps a small sign hanging over one of the shelves.
This is the mystery section. Stories about detectives, murders, and other such subjects live here.
Other such subjects? Detectives, murders, mysteries!
I do admire mystery writers. It's difficult to come up with a compelling one.
Facts. You have to have all the right elements. Like Agatha Christie's writings, or, of course, Sherlock Holmes. we go around the whole library like this.
I do believe that's everything.
No!
Do you feel like you have a good understanding now?
Hold on.
It's hard to keep them all straight. Fantasy, history, cookbooks, biographies.
I didn't mean to click through. Sorry, friends. We're just gonna keep going. But it's okay, Miho. You don't need to keep them straight. There's gay ones in there, too.
I think I've got most of it, though.
By the end, my head feels like it's spinning, and I know that I won't be able to remember everything as hard as I try. But I do feel like I've gotten a better feeling for the place. At the very least, I could show someone where to find the restrooms.
It is a lot to take in. Don't worry if you can't memorize it all right away. There's plenty of time to learn.
Oh, Juliet's so sweet.
Even I forget where things are sometimes, and I've spent more time here than at my own apartment.
That sounds right. That sounds right, Aspen.
Thanks! It might take me a while, but I'll get it eventually.
I know you will. I have the utmost confidence in you.
If I'm going to do this, I may as well try my best. Maybe something good will come from it. And if not, I can always just leave. I mean, that's all. Yep. I know that feeling. It's like, I've done it once, I can do it again.
Want me to show you the books I was thinking of now?
Yes.
Sure.
I'll be off to bed myself then. Have a lovely day, you two.
Yes.
Sleep well.
Night.
Well, morning. Day? Night, day. Juliet heads upstairs while Aspen and I go back to the shelves.
To start with,
Please tell me your opinions. She leads the way to the fiction section, which is easy to remember since it's the biggest. Aspen runs a finger across the books as we move down an aisle. I see her scanning the titles before she stops and taps the spine of one.
here we are, Wuthering Heights.
No. I love you, Aspen, but no. Oh my god.
I just returned this one recently after finishing my annual reread.
Uh-huh.
It's a very tragic love story. The main character is rather terrible, I must confess, and there's an awful lot of death.
Yes and yes. The main character is trash. Ugh. I don't understand. I don't understand people who like Wuthering Heights. I mean, it's the same story that Bella Swan was into. Don't see a reason. Don't waste your time. There's so many awesome, good stories that don't need that. Maybe I'm too harsh on Wuthering Heights. Let me know in the comments down below if I am. Or if you agree with me and say, you know, skip.
But despite
Pass.
all that,
Don't
it's
smash.
beautiful.
It's not. That description definitely isn't what I was expecting.
People really like to read that stuff?
Sometimes, yes. You read to experience all kinds of different feelings. Besides, I think there's a kind of sad beauty to doomed romances like that. It really does put life in perspective.
Oh?
If you say so.
I'm with Miho.
You don't have to take my word for it. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you start working here. In the meantime...
I follow Aspen to the other side of the room, where there are a couple smaller racks of books near the counter.
Do you enjoy poetry?
I wouldn't know. Miho wouldn't know, I don't think.
You mean like vases and stuff? Guess they're okay.
Pottery. Got it.
That's pottery. Poetry is...
Uh-huh. She clears her throat.
prose. Words in their best order. Poetry, the best words in the best order. Samuel Coleridge said that. He was a poet, but he's not the one I have in mind. I'll show you what he meant.
The book she selects looks old, very old, with a green cover that is rough like a lizard skin, with the letters being faded gold.
Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the most famous poets to have existed. I simply adore his work. Here, this is from The Lady of Shalott. Ahem.
She clears her throat again, even though it's only been a few seconds since the last time.
Willows whiten, aspens shiver. The sunbeam showers break and quiver. In the stream that runneth ever, by the island in the river, flowing down to Camelot.
I barely heard past the first line. Oop. Oop, sorry, having all of the notifications.
Aspens, like your name. Does it come from this poem?
If only. Aspens are a type of tree. Mum loves them. More than she likes poetry, for sure.
Okay.
I do wish I'd been named after it, though.
I mean, you could claim it, no one would know. She reads me the rest of it, which ends up being pretty long, and it's kind of hard to follow, but imagining the fields and towers that she talks about is nice. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been to Camelot before. Some of the details in the poem aren't quite right. What? Hold on, casual Camelot. Although, anyway, casual Camelot aside, come back to that. Come back to the Camelot. I'm sorry, I'm beating myself up. Ow. Anyway, even if I don't really understand the poem, it's nice to listen to Aspen reading it. Plus, there's no way I'll forget what that book looks like.
Alright, last one.
Last one.
I thought 3 would be enough to start, but you can always ask me for more recommendations if you need. I could suggest books until lunch, if I didn't stop myself.
Oh, please do.
I might someday. Even though I lived in the library for a few days now, I never really knew how many different books there were out there before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, believe me, this library isn't even a fraction of what exists. It's not that big for a library, in fact, just huge for a personal collection, which is really what it is.
It's Juliet's personal collection?
How many books have you read?
I couldn't even guess. Definitely hundreds. Maybe thousands?
Probably thousands. Because I'm in the hundreds. So, for sure, Aspen's in thousands. Because I have dyslexia, so I read slow.
I've never tried counting, but perhaps I should now that you mention it. It would be nice to look back on someday. Okay, here we are.
The book she takes me to is laid out flat on the end table, where more people can see it, rather than on the shelf.
Everyone knows the story of Peter Pan, the boy who never grows up and can fly.
Everybody knows? You're talking to Miho.
Everyone except me.
There we go, I was about to say. Aspen!
Now you do too. Peter has a darling fairy friend named Tinkerbell, and he fights the Darcyby pirate Captain Hook. Peter leads a group of boys called the Lost Boys, and they cause all sorts of trouble for Neverland, where they all live.
What do you mean he never grows up?
In Neverland, you never get older. So he stays a young boy for his whole life. Even when the girl he loves, Wendy, grows up and gets married, and someday dies.
You sure do like sad stories, huh?
I suppose I do.
Yeah, you do.
It's as Peter Pan himself says. To die would be an awfully big adventure. Still, it's not like I only like sad things. Romance is my favorite genre, and not just the tragic kind.
I'm glad to hear it. I sit down on one of the chairs since it seems like Aspen wants to have a conversation. May as well get comfy. Aspen sits down too, fidgeting with the strap of her purse.
Why is it your favorite?
Why? Well,
Her hands stop moving while she thinks.
In a book, things can be much more perfect than in real life. A moonlit balcony all alone, or a sunset kiss on the seashore. Real life is considerably messier.
Considerably.
I've never been in love before, although I think it sounds quite nice. As I said earlier, people read to feel things. So until that time, living vicariously through other stories is enough.
Okay.
What about you?
What about me?
Do you ever hope to fall in love? I assume you haven't been in love before, but maybe I'm wrong.
Why would you make an assumption on anything here? You don't know Miho's life.
Nah, I haven't. I like being on my own.
Independent, strong fox you are.
Do you think maybe that would change if you met the right person?
Yeah, but she's gone through so much change. Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't thought about it much.
Haven't thought about it much.
Since everyone forgets me, there's never been a reason for me to care.
My heart.
I suppose that's reasonable. Still, that must be... Well, it doesn't matter.
There we go.
Do you ever watch movies? Or TV? Just about everything has a love story in it nowadays, not just books.
There's the thing, is that she was like, have you seen a movie? Earlier in The Breakfast, so Aspen, you're not paying attention.
Nah, not in a long time.
Long time? You hadn't watched movies.
How long?
She sure asks a lot of questions, and they jump around topics so much too. I don't really mind, but I have to try hard to even remember the answers. All the places I've seen and days I've spent mostly blur together in my head.
I'm not sure. A few years? There was a really big crowd around a window, so I wanted to see what they were all looking at.
Oh.
And? What was it?
I don't know what it was. I didn't speak the language there yet, and I didn't memorize the sounds. But on TV, there were these people in white suits bouncing around, and the people watching seemed really excited by it.
Aspen gasps.
Did the people on TV, do you remember by chance if the place they were hopping around looked like a desert, all rocky and empty?
Now that you mention it, yeah. How did you know?
Yeah, how did you know? She dashes a hand to her forehead in disbelief.
That was the moon landing.
Oh, so that was 1969?
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if the moon landed.
I love you, Miho.
Not like that, silly. It was when humans went to the moon for the first time.
Wait, they did?
Yes, and you saw it happen, apparently.
Oh, that's great.
They must have had help from the Fabled's magic, right?
No, not this time. It was pure human ingenuity.
Whoa.
You look surprised.
I am. I didn't know humans could do something like that.
Well, not just any human. It took a lot of work from a lot of people. It still does to this day. I can't believe you got to watch it live, though. What was it like?
Yeah, what was it like?
Had a really good lunch that day.
I'm so proud of you, Miho.
Everyone was so distracted that I was able to sneak into a restaurant that usually would have caught me.
Nice. She shakes her head.
That's all you can remember.
It was some kind of pasta dish with a white sauce and lots of cheese.
Alfredo.
I meant about... Oh, never mind. Anyway, I was just going to suggest asking Juliet about putting a TV in your room.
Oh.
Surely there's one in this place somewhere. It would give you something to do, at least. And you don't have to be able to read to enjoy the story of a good show or movie.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I might. I definitely need something to do other than walk around town all day.
I mean, that's healthy, but...
Let me know if you do. I'll bring over some movies for you to borrow. If I can't recommend books to you, at least I can do that.
Nice.
Will do. I don't know where else I'd start anyway.
Facts. After checking her phone, Aspen stands back up.
I'll be more than happy whenever you ask. For now, not to be rude, but I'm going to go write for a little while.
Good luck.
I'm working on the last couple chapters of this book before I'm finished, and I want to be done with it as fast as I can.
Nice.
Oh, sure. Good luck.
To tell the truth, I'm always a bit relieved when someone else ends the conversation for me. Never know how to do it myself. Same. I hate ending conversations. I wave goodbye as Aspen goes off to a table by the window. Pen in hand. Within moments, she hunched over her notebook, writing. That's a good stopping place. Oh, and there's even an exclamation mark. Maybe we'll go to the park. See what in the world is happening with Lena. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.